family. Hey, family. Y'all know what time it is. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation. Come on, Candy. Excuse me, Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation. Come on, Candy. I'm over. Come on. Candy, Candy. Let me see, can I expand I want to expand it another way. My my picture. Come on, Candy. I told you I was gonna come on at 9. I had to do some lives, baby girl, and send them over. Some videos. I just want to say this, family. This is 2026. Okay? This 2026. And I know 2025 was a rough year for a lot of us. To some of us, it was beautiful. For a lot of us, it was a rough year. Okay? I am going to be very, 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 very careful. Like I said, who I let on my platform. If you don't talk about, like, we understand what life challenges is. We understand the stuff that, people go through in life or we dealing with in life. If you need somewhere to kind of like vent, that's fine. If you cannot share a working solution with anybody that's struggling and going through stuff, don't come on my platform. Don't come up here. Okay? And I'm going to say that throughout my platforms. Because now, it's not about preaching. It's about educating. It's about teaching. If I say I deal with depression, right? And if you dealing with depression or you have dealt with depression, share with somebody what you have done or what you're doing to deal with that state of depression a day at a time, rather than staying in that shallow place or being in that hole of depression. Some people might be in their homes right now. This might turn on their live stream like this and hear me mention the word depression, and they're going through it, right? They balled up under the cover. They haven't shaved. They haven't combed their hair. They haven't took a shower. They haven't went through this. They haven't went through that. And I'm trying to name some things, family, in reference to dealing with depression. Rather than you beating that person up for the state that they in, oh, you need to get up and you need to do that. They know they need to get up and they know they need to do that. It's just they don't have the strength inside to do it. So, how can we encourage them? How can we empower them to get them out of that shallow space and help them put this into another place? Sometimes you got to force your body. Say like I'm in my bedroom. And to be honest, that's where I'm at. I'm in my bedroom now. It don't look like you do it. I just slept out the living room doing 3 15-minute clips that I sent over to TikTok. So I'm upstairs now in my bedroom. I set up a little table, broadcasting table in my bedroom. So now, if I'm in a state of self-pity, I'm in my bedroom. Sometimes I have to force myself and watch what I say, the body. Even though my mind is stuck here, I have to take my body somewhere else, say to another room in the house. Because if you take the body, I'm going to say it again. If you take the body and remove the body, the mind is going to follow. So you have to muster it up, the energy to remove the body from that circumstance. The mind will follow. If it doesn't work, move into another room. As much as you might not want to, right? It's cold outside right now. Take a walk. I'm talking about the body. The body. So you forcing yourself. You forcing the body to get out of that space. The mind is what's going to follow. But you have to move the body. That's where the work come in at. Because most of the time when a person is depressed or they dealing with some type of behavior issue because they didn't focus on something from the past. Then please tell me I'm lying. 9 times out of 10, if you don't have peace in your life right now, you happen to have traveled back down memory lane. And it's certain trauma, you didn't ask for it. So don't ever think because you might be depressed about something in the here and now that you made the decision, oh, I think I'm going to be depressed today. No, you did not. And don't you ever let nobody tell you, yes, you did. No, you did not. And the reason why I'm saying that because you don't ask to be miserable. You get me? That's all I'm saying. You didn't ask to be miserable. Just for right now, January the 2nd. If I feel like, say like I think about my mother. My mother passed away when I was 26 years old. Right? Now, some days, like mainly during the holiday, I wanted to go inside, Mom, I miss you. I fought so hard, family. So hard. Mama been gone. Not to, take myself through that. It was days where I wanted to go into that state of walloping and stuff like that. I was like, Steve, So I already know that the holidays was rough for some people. Not just my mother, my sister passed away 3 years ago, my best friend. So now, mind y'all, I'm like, in a way, you get me? So it's like, okay, Steve, I can lay in this bed all day long and go, woe is me, why this, why that? But I know the work. I'm telling you, I know the work if you're dealing with depression, right? Or something along that manner, family. I know the work it takes to calm this stuff down. Because I'll go back. My first marriage, I destroyed. My second marriage, I destroyed. I can say I have a great relationship with my children, right? But look, I have to take accountability for my stuff. Whatever happened during that time, you own your stuff. I got to own mine. I was wrong. I screwed up. Yeah, you was wrong. Because that's how y'all will do it. Y'all gonna tell me I already know I'm wrong. But rather than you looking at yourself, look. You'll point the finger at me and all them looking at you. Because I'll be like, oh, okay, what? So I'm saying this right for somebody that might be in a state of depression. It's times, right, where I should cut my hair, I'm going to say basically every other day, right? Shaving and all that, just trimming this up. It's times where I would let it come back a little bit because I just don't feel like it. And I'd be like, all right, Steve, go in there, shave your stuff, trim it up, blah, 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 right? But I do want to go to the barbershop because certain things, I'll keep it fair, you know what I mean, to my liking. But I do want the professional to kind of like make me more handsomer. Y'all like that word, handsomer. But now those are, listen to what I just said, handsomer. Those are things that I have to tell myself from time to time. Mainly when I want to sit here and go, woe is me, why this, why that? I'm trying to think of some other stuff to say, right? But this is what I learned, right? And I'm just saying for people that's dealing with depression, this is what I learned, that most of the time when people dealing with depression in the here and now, it's because of something that brought them down from the past. It could be yesterday. But now, that's why y'all keep hearing me saying January the 2nd, because the day is January the 2nd, 2026. I don't know why almost 23 slipped out, right? 2026, right? My goal is not to be miserable. I put that on the video. Number one, this is what I said, and I want, and whoever listening to me with, I'm gonna say, mental health issues, psychological issues, right? I had mentioned depression, but still whatever PTSD. A lot of times because of the brain itself. I already know this. No, I'm not a psychologist. I learned a lot of this because of my working knowledge of the 12 steps and the 12 traditions, being NNA. NA is a spiritual program, right? In that process, I sponsored a lot of men and women. Most of the men and women, and I'm going to say maybe 95% of the men and women that I sponsored, they moved on with their lives. We still talking stuff. Don't get it wrong. We'll still talk. But when they first came around, the point was, or the statement that I'm trying to make, I had to do work on Steve. I had to get to know about Steve. Once I was able to learn about Steve, I was able to give it back to others and helping them turn the quality of their lives around. A lot of the people that I sponsored, and you might hear me if I say sponsor like it's past tense, no, we're still connected. It's just a lot of them moved away from the NA program. A lot of them they have their businesses now. Some of them are pastors. Some of them are deacons. Some of them are walking in their calling now. I can personally say that. Some of them driving tractor trailers. I was driving tractor trailers. I know you don't mind. God dang Bead Man. I'm trying to get Bead Man name right. But Bead Man got into truck driving after me. And he's still doing it. He didn't purchase his own truck. He does the comedy club. He does all that. Hey, Gail. So I'm telling y'all about the people that came into my life, that God put in my life, who became upright citizens to this day. So anybody try to tell me that the program, that the NA program don't work or the spiritual program don't work, I'm going to call you a liar. Okay? If you want to come up here and you want to talk about the church, don't come up here talking about the church. Don't do that. Because number one, I'm going to tell you how my pastor is, my bishop. You can down everybody else, TD Jakes and all of them. I don't give a freak. But I can tell you about Bishop or Dr. Jerome Stokes and what we do at the Church of the Redeemed as far as building back up in the Black community. Number one, let me make this clear too. I'm in a church that's non-denomination, so everybody in that church is not Black. Okay? All right, Gail, everybody in that church is not Black. Let me make that clear. Okay? I was thinking multiracial. Her grade's gonna come up to Sean. That's why she got highs. You better stop focusing on Corey right now and focus on yourself, you and your daughter. But anyway, because right now you threw me off a little bit. But now I hear how people, right, when it comes to the church, y'all gotta understand, right? The church is there for the community. The church do not belongs to the pastor himself. It's the congregation that actually supports the church. Through their tithing, through their offering, through giving, artificial sacrifices. When my pastor purchased the warehouse that we're in, which is our church now, it was a $6 million loan to fix the church up. The loan is paid off now. It was the church members that paid it off. Not only that, right? We was looking at a shopping center because he said God, laid on his spirit for us to open up the shopping center, right? But as the church began to grow with more people, and if you're filling up, say like at 10 o'clock, your service is at 10. And you might have more church members that can fit in that, you will break it down. You might start a service at 9, at 7, around there somewhere, right? I done seen all this. I seen how we added to the church. So now I seen how we didn't put more bathrooms in the church as we begin to grow. But that's to accommodate the people. Then you got to understand the gas, electric, the water bill, and all that. Y'all think that's the pastor's responsibility. No, it's not. It's the church members itself. I can personally say that because I see it with my own 2 eyes. Now, you do have pastors that capitalize off the people, but understand too, the pastor, all depends on how huge the church is, right? The pastor get a salary. Did y'all know that? He gets a salary. And if you got about 30, 40, say 50,000 members, they are going to support you. If you want to do a fundraiser, I was getting ready to say, or a love offering for the pastor, yes, they will put money into it. Some people that can't afford it, you don't worry about it. But some churches, they do what they do. But now, because when I came to the Church of Redeemed, when my pastor first started pastoring over 40 years ago, he had 12 members. And a lot of them still with him. Then they grew. So he opened up the church on York Road. Then they grew. He opened up the church around the corner on Old York Road, the warehouse. They grew. I know a lot of other pastors that came from under my pastor. That's why he has the title bishop now, because there's other churches under him. See, a lot of y'all like to run off at your mouth, but you don't really understand the process. Now, somebody like me, I can share because I've been there a day at a time for 24 years. So I see the process. Matter of fact, this year be 25. Like Pastor Williams with the pantry. Yeah, I got your message on that too, Tashawn. Almost made me say, I'm going to go get with him about the recovery process. But I see what a lot of them do. And I see a lot of them, some of them are crooks. But guess what? That's not my business. I need the folk, and this is what I learned early on our stream. I need to, whatever God called me to do, accordingly, focus on what you got to do. Don't worry about what they're doing, because they're going to have to answer when that time comes. So as long as I do what I'm supposed to do, as far as serving in the body of Christ, I can't worry about that. I was looking at Jamal Bryant the other day. I don't know if that man had a Bentley or what. I know that sucker was bad. I'm like, ah! But guess what? Look at the type of money he made. Rather he's ministering or not, he's a circus speaker, so he get paid going out to speak. But I was like, Austin, I was looking at that beautiful car. I was like, wow!
You know what? You a mess.
Ah!
Happy second day of the new year.
You ain't kidding, baby. Happy.
Happy second day of the
Woo! And then look, everybody got on his wife, right? And beautiful. And the dress she had on, it made it look like her body was showing. But no, it was toned to her skin. And now look, y'all look, Ricky Smiley even went to it, right? Ricky Smiley could went to it, and Pastor Annette went to it today, talking about how I seen her put out a post on how people was judging his wife because of the way she was dressed, but they never paid attention. They did a fundraiser where they raised about, I think he said 3 or 4 million to put back to these black HBUCs. And y'all are cutting this woman down, and people like myself, I came right behind it too. Because number one, I'm looking at Jamal Bryant, and I know Jamal Bryant has done a lot of stuff. All right, I ain't gonna get deep into it. But one of his wives, they up near Bethesda somewhere, so they started a show about certain people and certain lifestyles, right? And what's up, I watched Jamal Bryant because he was in Baltimore City. I watched Jamal Bryant travel in the community by himself. And I told Jamal Bryant personally, don't you ever do that again. Don't you ever let me see you walking by yourself through the community, because you're a man of God. You're one of them guys of high stature, right? And somebody will take him down real quick. And I told him, don't ever let me see you do that again. And mainly because of certain behaviors that he practiced. Yes, some people will take you down. That's why when it comes to my own church, come on up, please. That's why when it comes to the Church of Redeemed, I sits in the back because we was taught. You up, because I'm trying to, I sits in the back. Now, mind you, the deacon's supposed to sit on the front row. I don't sit on the front row because I was an usher. I sits in the back. And as you come through that door, I'm going to observe you, point blank. Because what I begin to understand, matter of fact, I'm going to just say this, street, no street.
Oh, man.
So I'm sitting in the back because sometimes I know evil will send you there to take down the pastor.
Yes, Lord.
So now, by me sitting in the back, I'm observing. And if you come in and something just seemed off with you,
right,
come here. I'm going to talk to you. And not only that, we have security. So we was taught to watch out for certain things. And the reason why I'm saying this, my pastor is on the level of like a TD Jakes.
Yes, Lord.
My pastor is on the level. Now I'm telling you, the people that been to our church, I done met Fred Hammond, I done met Marvin Sapp, I done met CeCe Winan, I done met Donnie McClurkin. That goes to show you the size church that we have. We deal with mega churches.
All right.
TD Jakes was there one day. I ain't find that as exciting as I used to. But when you see people in person, you realize they human beings just like you.
Amen.
Yeah, and you stop putting them in places no. Man, Donnie McClurkin, when he was there that day, he was just sitting down, talking, making jokes, and then he bust out into a song. I was like, ah! Because it was like, I'm like, wow. But you get to see the person.
Right.
And it's CeCe Winan. Oh, my God. My pastor, yes. And when she started singing, Astro, about the Ambassador box, I'm sorry, I'm saying it wrong. She kind of went down. It was like, because the way they perform, oh my God, it's like I was memorized. Yeah. And my pastor, that's one of his favorite singers. And he wanted her out. And they brought her out. And y'all gotta understand too, these people charge money too to come out. So I'm just saying that, right? Because of being a part of the ministry myself. I love me some Marvin Sapp. I love me some Fred Hammond, Ty Tribbett, Jonathan Nelson, Jason Nelson, their father, and my bishop are great friends. I met them all. I met a lot of them. Steve Ford. I met a lot of them through this journey.
Yeah.
And I ain't even talking about some of them over in DC yet.
But let me say this, man. Because I've been wanting to say this. Happy New Year's to you, OG.
Happy New Year's to you too.
Thank God for what you do for the people in the Be More Funk, now Baltimore, and everything that you do. Yeah, you're inspiration to us brothers up here in DC. You heard me, man. And anything I can do to help you along the way, I'm here. You know what I mean? And I just want you to know that, man, continue doing what you're doing, man. Continue being an inspiration to us brothers out here to learn how to be men. You feel me? To learn how to walk upright like men. You know? Story, man, and you have shared it with me, and hey, listen, I'm one of your biggest fans, man. Anything I can do, I'm here. If you need me in the DC area, you hear me? And I just wanted to share that with you, man. Nothing but love to you, big bro.
I know, and guess what? Already know all that. And then when it's time,
yeah,
we gonna get together. I know you there for a reason. You know, when I see you, whether you're on here or if I see you live on somebody else's stuff, I'll be in the hallway. But I know where you at. I know where your spirit is at. And when that time comes, and I do believe this, he's going to bring us together. You know,
I know he is.
Yeah,
I know he is.
Yeah.
Because I ain't nowhere from Baltimore. I'll be in BMO Funk. That's what I call it.
Right. And see, my thing is, and I'm not going to say, I feel people out, right? If you and I got to constantly argue and fuss and all that, like it's a competition thing, I'm not going to deal with you, right? And that's not to say no names, but I'm not going to deal with you. I'll keep you at a distance. You know what I mean?
Right.
And because it's not that. And I'm glad. I'm gonna go ahead and say it because they probably gonna pop up. I know you in the DC area. This person I know live up in that area too. So now I heard more about this person's story the other day when you and somebody else came up, but they never talk about it, about like what they doing in that area. And I've been telling them over and over, talk about what you doing. I already know what you came to Baltimore and did. I already know that. But I need to hear what you are doing in your area to give back like I am. It was y'all when y'all came up from the DC area. I heard more now when y'all mention streets and stuff like that than the person ever said.
Right.
So be honest with you, they let me know that they are serious about what they be because they too busy looking at me.
Right.
We're trying to flip my stuff. I'm like, no. Right. But anyway, I was thinking about that and I wanted to tell y'all that too. Thank you, because he spoke more now than about what's going on. So I love the fact that he is involved. I'm gonna put it like that.
Right.
Now, this look, I like picking with him, right? Because we all pick with him. This man been following me doing, look, I don't even know how to go and look up your background search and everything, your criminal record.
Oh, you can look me up all day, every day. You can find me.
Now, mind you, I drove the tractor trailer.
Yeah.
I had hazmat on my tractor trailer. I can get into the White House. That's not a problem.
Amen.
I can still get into the White House, even with those so-called 17 charges they tried to get me that was fake charges. I can still get into the White House because, one, it's my background check. I can get into the prisons, right? I already know all this. But the person trying to make it look like they searching my stuff. I had a court date. He was the one told me about a court date I didn't even know I had, huh? I'm like, why? This was back in 22, Tashawn.
Oh, Lord.
When I was going through that with Dre and his sister. He was the one teasing me, talking about, yeah, that's why you got to go to court January 8th. I ain't got to go to court, blah, blah, blah. I looked it up. I realized I got to go to court. I'm like, what is you doing?
Yeah, you bitching before you was being bitching.
Right, I'm like, and then that's why I'm glad, because I'm going to get him now. But my thing is, talk about yourself.
Amen.
Because look, he know my story better than I know my story. I guarantee you, if I take somebody to a hotel, he probably like, yes, I seen you and such going to a hotel. I'm like,
Hell yeah, you gotta be ducking and dodging, OG. Ducking and dodging.
Look. And my biggest fear, it's not the people, Baltimore City. Y'all know that, right? It's not the people. It's the damn police department and the politicians.
Oh, man. You better watch your ass.
I know.
My language.
I know. No, you sirs. I'm telling you. Ooh, I ain't worrying about another human being. It's like, shit. I said I got to go get my ID straight, right? Let me say this, because me and my daughter was talking. When I said that, I meant, and I apologize for that, I have to renew my driver's license.
Oh, Lord, go do that, OG. Go and get that out the box.
I got IDs now. Don't get it wrong. I got IDs, right? And I'm talking about like my medical insurance, my social security, stuff like that, right? But look, this what I had to do. You know, when you order stuff, right? I had to cut that white strip off, fold it up in case the police stop me. I can show them my ID. I got all that shit. But look, now, be honest, look. Because me and my daughter was talking about it, right? Family. I do not have to drive myself nowhere. You get me?
Exactly.
I don't have to. So I'm at that point. Do I really want to get my license? Because if I got something to do, my daughter was saying it the other day. She said, yeah, Dad, because me, Steve, we take you to wherever you need to go. I'm like, they right.
All right, but true.
But look.
Just in case if you want to get in the car and drive yourself, you feel me? Go on, get your license, man. Go on, look, don't play with that no more. Go on, get it, man.
Man, I done drove, so yeah, I'm gonna get it. Because look, I have a Class A. So, and my daughter's driving my SUV, right? So I have a Class A. And I need to, because number one, when I got locked up 2 years ago, and keep in mind, I just got off the March the 28th, I just got off the home monitor. So once I came off,
remember that.
Yeah. Thank you. Once I came off a home monitor, I focused more on the business. Tashawn is on my other platform. Right. So we was focusing more on getting the business in order. So that kind of kept me busy, right? Now, I need to, and that's what I was telling my daughter. I said, you know what? I need to make time and actually go and straighten that out too.
Right.
Right.
Because you listen. No. It just you continue doing the right thing, so you can talk about I got my license back. Another thing you can use. You understand when you sharing your story, OG. You know what I mean? Say I did that after 3 years, you know what I mean? And go do it, bro. You know what I mean? So you can drive your ass to DC so we can holler at each other and hold it down. You know what I mean? If you want to drive to DC.
Look at my face. I might order a limo. And come to DC like, Uncle, look,
I respect your guys because you would do something like that.
Because I know, look, I know I can be real with you. I know that you hear how excited I'm getting money, because when real know real, and it's not about joking and playing around. Thank you, Thank you, And
that's
I was.
We've always talked, OG. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I've been on some panels with you, and wherever you go, I say, okay, there go OG. I'm coming. See what he's talking about. You know what I mean?
And look, Deshaun wrote, "Real nigga, no real nigga, run, nigga." That's one of my Tashawn been with me, man. That's my ride or die right there. Tashawn, man, I'm telling, and I, for TikTok's sake, Tashawn, we've been knowing each other ever since No One Person Goes Hungry, right? And how old is my I call her my goddaughter, my stepdaughter, my daughter. What's she, about 12 now? Tashawn, and she have a boyfriend. I told her she can't have no boyfriend until she turned 100 and something. And guess what? He's Hispanic, right? She speaks that language and everything. She don't play.
Lord.
And I be telling her, I said, nope, because I remember the baby. And I'm like, I will call Tashawn sometimes, and I say, put her on the phone. Right? Because her father passed away, but it's like I'm dad, because he gone. But she don't do nothing but bust out laughing, because she know Uncle Big Steve love her. She know it. So
for her to give you that name,
you
know what I mean, it's an honor and a privilege, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you dad, OG.
Yeah. And that's how I feel, because wait a minute, because Marlo was sending me some messages. Marlo is one of the guys in Baltimore City that has the FACE program. That's the one that introduced me to this lady with the building. And he works with the ex-offenders. He been doing it for probably, what, 25 years now? And this is an amazing guy. So only thing, be honest, and I know
what peace looks like.
He said this is what peace looks like.
I'm not matching.
Wait a minute. Yeah, because now, I can tell you about him, right? He about 10 years younger than me, but look, I told him, he asked me to partner up with him, real simple, right? To become partners. But the thing with that too, and this what I was, never mind. The thing with that too, right? He's a God-fearing man.
Right.
And he stands firm on his spiritual principles. So what he did, we've been knowing each other for a while. He said, Steve, he said, I want us to team up. This is about the housing program, right? You said, Tashawn, wait a minute, because I'm trying not to get confused. Tashawn put something in there. I asked her how old was Monique, right? She said 200 years ago. Look, 200 years ago, and Monique will be 12 in January. Yeah. So look, I'm just stop for a minute, Tashawn, because you know, Daddy gonna show up in a minute. And me and her father was the same age, right? But look, Marlo, this is what I told Marlo, right? My mouth is my biggest weapon, and Marlo know. Marlo and most of the people in Baltimore City know when I come, I don't play. They know that.
Right.
So Marlo asked me to team up with him because of the housing portion of everything, right? And this what he said. He said, when people find out we together, they ain't gonna like it. I said, I know. I said, I know. because he knows I come in a rougher way, and he do too in his own way, but it's more religious spiritually, like with him. But this what I told him, I don't never want my pride and my ego to get in the way of what God called me to do. So I told him, I said, man, I said, I don't want to disappoint God, you know, as far as on this journey we talking about, because I know me, I go, and I don't want to disappoint God in the things that I do, community wise, all this we talking about. And he said something so plain and simple to me, bro. I said, I don't want to disappoint God. He said, Steve, just don't do it.
Just don't do it.
Blew me away, Unc. I mean, I want to be a better man and fighter and this. I want to make sure.
Just don't do it.
Just don't do it.
Just don't do it.
He kept it plain and simple. Because what you doing is what God called you to do. But what we have a tendency, come on.
Do it though. But I'm saying though, watch this here. You know, like a lot of us, you know, you get a lot of brothers that be hating on a brother because he prospering and he's doing. But what about saying, you know what, bro, thank you for doing what you do. You understand? That make me want to do what I need to do. So, but you don't get a lot of in our community, even though you help the community. But OG, I'm mad because your rims is too high than mine.
Look, I ain't pay no attention to you because, like I said, I know you there and you there for a reason. Look, Tashawn just put over here. You always hear me say, you hear the way I speak. My mouth, my mouth is my biggest weapon for the body of Christ, or for fighting against the stuff that, you know, I'm trying to watch it. But when I say evil, fighting against evil, I'm talking about the ones that set up these programs. It's been designed to destroy us. So my mouth, Tashawn put right here, right? The tongue is a powerful weapon. And remember, I say my mouth is my biggest weapon for the body of Christ.
Exactly.
We fight against evil. But now, knowing, right, you from DC, when that time comes, I know I got somebody when I have to step in certain arenas that's right there for me. I already know that.
Amen.
What I was trying to tell Devin the other day, it was a lady in DC that worked with the homeless people and everything too. She was the one that helped me understand that bill that they put out, that they got passed, where the homeless people actually you could give them a citation or you could lock them up. She was
lock them up,
right.
Which we've been trying to stop.
Right.
Bullshit.
Right. Now, when I asked him, because I wanted him to know I got it. No, that's fine. I wanted him to know that, yes, I deal with people in other cities too, you know, that will reach out to me. Somebody might be in Temple Hill and they might ask me, do you help people in Temple Hill? They're going through such and such and such. So the thing is to get them connected with somebody in Temple Hill. That's why now I'm going to go back to Devin. By Devin doing what he do, if he tells me that he know like housing programs in Temple Hill, Forestville, Potomac is normally your richer areas. I know you already know that. But Potomac, Bethesda, back over in that way. When I drove tractor trailers, I delivered all up there. So those are more your high class end, right? But when you have information in your area and you tell me, I can send people your way.
Amen.
So I'm going to just say thanks.
That's real.
Yeah.
Because that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Because I had some people out there that really want to get off the streets and really want to be a part of a program.
Right.
You know what I mean? Can't get them up here in D.C. So I asked them, Do you think? What about Baltimore? They say, "Oh, I'm willing to go
Right.
if I can get somebody that's gonna help me down in Bmore." You know what I mean? Whatever your criteria is, of course I'm gonna give them the rules before they come to meet you, because you ain't gonna mess my name up trying to help you.
You get it?
You know what I mean? To get off these streets. You hear me?
Thanks.
But it's people up here. We on them lines. We in front of the gangster shit that's going on. But you can't mess with my homeless crew because I'm out there with them.
And see, oh man, see, I love that, man. For me, I need to hear that.
Even though I got a home, OG, I go in the streets, and if I can help them, if I can direct them to social services or program, or that's where I know it's going down. You know what I mean? If I can get you to match up with OG, the real OG down in Baltimore, then that's what we gonna do, man.
And that's the goal. And I'm gonna say this too, because a lot of people back in your area, they know Christine Flowers. Christine Flowers is a homeless advocate in Baltimore City.
Yes,
so
I've heard of her.
So yeah, and they know Larry Wallace too. But Christine Flowers, she's the one that gave me the name of homeless advocate. Basically, right. I'm under her now. When it comes to women and children, Christine Flowers sent them my way. When it comes to individuals, like the men and the women, she normally works with them. Rather you're disabled, veteran, all of that. And I know, I can say 100. I know a lot of other people that works with individuals. Now, Coco, I got to mention Coco to Sean. Coco, she's a real estate. I think Coco from DC too. Coco is a real estate investor. She had properties and she does rooms as well. So now, if you can shift, if you can't afford a regular rent, she will put you into a room until we can get you into a permanent house. Right. And if I'm not mistaken, I think her number begins with a 202. So I know she in DC, if I'm not mistaken. And what I do, because Tashawn introduced me to her, I'll send people her way. Her price is a little bit higher than mine. I'll tell them that.
We ain't worried about that. If we can help them people get up off the nest, then let me holler at her. Put that in my DM.
I got you.
Wait a minute. Because I send you my number. I don't know how long, but you probably get so many DMs.
Oh. Wait a minute. Guess what Tashawn just said? They got hotels that's downtown Baltimore by healthcare for the homeless, and now it's Comfort Inn Hotel on Joppa Road. Coco doing all of that now? If she got that over here, she got that in DC, bro.
In DC?
Yeah.
Well, what I'm going to say is that means that they got to be in the program.
Right. Well,
do what they tell your ass to do.
Well, when I start stuttering like that, that means I'm trying to watch certain words.
No, I ain't worried about that.
I'm just trying to watch certain words. Now, they have to sign up for the mental health program. That's one, right?
Go.
That's to help turn this around. And the goal is, and I shared that on one of my lives. The whole thing is, and I know you understand. I made a live where I said you must change your old ways of thinking, right? Because this is the way I was taught. You must change your old ways of thinking, or you'll go back to using. You must change your old ways of thinking, right? Change you must. Watch the words, because I gotta watch it for TikTok. Change you must, or unalive, which I mean die you will.
No, I was getting ready to say it, but I'm glad you put it that way. You ain't lying.
Because that was, you know what? When I came up, that was one of the things that I meant to say starting out. Change you must, or die you will.
Unalive you will.
Thank you.
I got
Because I
you.
gotta say that for TikTok. TikTok, we love you. And I know this is stuff you want us to say, but I'm on my broadcast network too. So over here, I can say certain things that I can't say on TikTok.
Right.
On my broadcast.
I got you. I got
Right.
you, bro.
And well, I know about the hotel. Wait a minute. If DC doesn't want to be downtown, they can't go to Joppa Road. Is the Joppa Road, is that one you used to be at, Tashawn? That hotel that you used to be at years ago?
Joppa Road.
Yeah, see, this is one of my board members, right? She's like a board member, volunteer, outreach coordinator. I didn't gave her so many damn titles.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't gave Tashawn, so she plucking my damn nerves. She plucking my damn nerves. She want my body. I'm not gonna give you my body.
Don't do that, OG.
she gonna say something dumb. That's why I like messing with her. She probably say, "Go at your bald head, big mouth dude." Tashawn, my baby. That's my baby. Come on, I'm waiting for you to say something smart. No, she said, "I got you, Tashawn. I got you now." Downtown, basically, that's what the mayor and them doing. So I'm familiar with the hotels that they got downtown, Tashawn. And what I wanted to do, Tashawn, them 2 hotels that they are housing the homeless people in, I was going to try to find a way that we can get involved with them, to be honest with you.
And look, I have a question, OG.
Go ahead.
What is the criteria to get into y'all's program?
Well,
in order for them to go into the hotel.
Well, let me say this. Either way, mine is temporary. Keep in mind. So people that's in hotels, it's not a permanent thing. Right. People that's in hotels, people that's in shelters, it's not permanent.
It's not permanent.
Most of them that's in, she calling me old heat. Most of them that's in shelters and stuff like that, they will call me to get into temporary houses so they can be put into permanent. So right. So that's why I deal with homeless services as well, because they will ask me, can I help such and such and such and such, right? Now, because of the other people that I have, that actually do housing, I don't want to confuse you. I'm trying to keep it simple for you.
No. Okay. I'm with you.
So keep in mind, like the hotels, any hotel that house the homeless people is just a temporary thing.
Temporary. I got that part.
But now,
because you sharing facts.
Right. Now, what some of them do, they will put you in permanent housing. So, but now in my case, it's like those that call me, they're not moving fast enough. Right. So normally when you call me, and this is what's happening with that too, some of the people that's in shelters now are getting like 6 months, I'm gonna say grants, to help pay towards their rent, permanent housing.
Their rent.
Right. So they'll call me, and the goal is to bring you in on a temporary basis, teach you what you need to do to take care of that permanent house. So therefore, we're going to teach you how to keep your place clean. We're going to teach you how to wash your clothes. We're going to teach you how to cook. if you're on SSI, to get you into a low income apartment place or house, either Section 8 or according to your income, right? Now, in some cases, because of Medicaid, you can get into permanent housing without paying anything. Now, yeah. A lot of them don't know. But this is what we do. Tashawn, now this is what we do, right? You gotta do the work. Now, when you got some people, say like that comes in that might be on TCA, I'm gonna use them as a major example. If you're on TCA, most of them are women with children. The goal is, I'm gonna ask you this right here. What your passion, well, what do you want to do when you grow up? So say like if somebody say their vision to go to nursing school, or they want to get into cosmetology, or they want to get into certain professions. That's what we do. We guide you to that. Because my thing is, if you get in TCA, I want to fix it where you won't have to keep relying on state and government funding. Most of the times when I say that, I'm talking about women with children now. So if you got 5 kids, I know you're going to have to at least make over $20 an hour. So now you talking about a profession. Some of them might say they want to get into phlebotomy. I'm trying to pronounce them names where they can earn real good money, but it's a career-minded profession where they get the 401k, where they get the retirement plan, where their job will pay mostly for their medical assistance, stuff like that for their children, their family. But the thing with that is, and I was looking at it, Uncle, when you have a woman, I'm going to say with 5 children, and she taking care of them herself, 9 times out of 10, the money is there to pay for regular rent if she have to do all that, the cell phone bill and all that. But then when it comes to the food, she might have to apply for stamps.
She had to apply for stamps, right?
See?
You see?
Right. Now, that's money. Come on. I'm sorry, money. That's if she have about 5, because now, mind you, we can get you, because I had to look at all of this is right, money, and I'm gonna let you say all of this I had to look at. But when it comes to the women and children, we have to fix it where they can be financially responsible and not as much as they can. You get me? Depend on that state or the government funding. But it hit me one day, money. If they got about 5 kids, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna need some damn stamps.
They're gonna need some.
Right, and that's okay. So,
They're gonna need some.
Let me back up, because I was about to say something a minute ago.
Come on.
So, okay, so my question is, how can or where do an individual start if they wanted to get involved with the homeless, with the homeless, or just giving out services or information themselves, just to help people, period, no matter where they may be. You understand what I'm saying? Because you can be traveling, you know what I mean, from city to city or state to state and see homeless people. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And instead of just, frowning upon them or putting them down or act like they don't exist, how can you actually, you understand what I'm saying? It's like, if you know something, do something. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Now,
where will a person start? And then my second thing is, see, now this goes, I guess, across the country and somewhat state to state. That's like a barrier for people, in the world, because if I'm quite sure the income guidelines, you understand what I'm saying, when it comes to SNAP, once you go over that thrush, then you're not going to be qualified for SNAP.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So if you make 50 or 60,000,
right,
they're not going to want to give you any. You understand?
Right.
Damn thing.
Right.
And remember what you just said, money, because that's what I'm looking at, right? And I had to take it into consideration mainly for a single mother. Now, with the men, you know, it's a little bit different. But with the mother with children and no man is there to help her, basically she has to be financially secured in a sense, right? Now, that's what we, I'm sorry, money. This is where it starts at right now. Now, I want to say this, money, because I know we talk. Where are you located?
So, you know, for TikTok purposes, I ain't gonna say the exact location.
Okay, give me something near.
So because I travel,
Okay.
right? So I'm in a majority white suburban country neighborhood, but my city would be Philadelphia.
All right, thank you. I just say I needed to hear that because you close as heck with that. Now, because yeah. Now, I know a couple of people that I talk to that's in Philly that we talk about certain things, but money. Some people talk a good game, you get me? And I know where your heart is at because you've been really following me lately. So I know you about it. Now, the thing what I'm trying to say is it starts right here. This is communicating right here. He's in DC. I'm in Baltimore. Money gonna be working in Philly because that's what she gonna travel at. Tashawn crazy ass over here, plucking my damn nerves. I told y'all that's my baby. But no, she look. But I'm just saying it because it starts right here, money. And not only that, by you talking and saying stuff, it's going around the world. Real simple. Anytime we talk on this, we speaking to people around the world. Now, once you get situated in Philly, the goal is to get you connected with homeless services up in that way. But now, say like if you want to do my thing, money, I want my own freaking building. I want my own. My own. And I'm looking at a price and all of that. I want my own. Right. Right. Because see, the stuff that I do, to be honest with you, the government can't touch a damn thing I do. Already know that. Already know it. So I need to stand on my own. But now, and I'm talking about with my own building. But what I said, money, to be honest, because I don't have the money straight out to buy a building for maybe $500,000 or $1 million, that's why I ask people to come together with me so we can do this as partners because we helping the homeless. So I want my own because I'm sick and tired of thinking that people got my back that I call myself joining with, and then these suckers turn on me. I am tired. I'm tired. So I want my own money. You hear the passion, right? But now, if I got a lease, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. But now, that's because look, if I can lease to buy, I mean, but that's when my money look. I see. But see, that's why we come together as a team. And you in Philly, right? You in Philly, right? That's not far. So if I had to pack up, damn, I don't want to drive. I done drove tractor trailers, but if I got to ride to you, I'm a ride, so that we can do what we need to do. You get me? Because that's how we come together. Hear me out. It's again. I feel like sometimes is not. Sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know. Like we see come together to make the dream happen. You understand what I'm saying?
That's right.
And I told you where I'm at. If I would have had the support over 10 years ago, remember I said that before on the platform. If I would have had the support or sponsors or what have you backing me, I could have hit a multi-millionaire. I could have been a multi-millionaire.
And
up here where I'm at, you feel me?
Right.
Where I'm at, I told you, it's more of the YT
country
the richer get richer up here. You understand what I'm saying?
But if you get a team together like OG talking about, where you can put a team together that's really about the shit.
Right.
From DC to Philly to Baltimore, be more funk, then listen, that's really about this, man, because I'll be out there with them homeless. You know what I mean? If I bring no water, goddamn deodorant, soap, like, because I know they can't go but so far, but at least you got something, you know what I mean, in curb bags.
Money, watch this, Money.
I do that for them.
Watch this, and watch this, Money. I don't want to mention, this is somebody with a business of their name. But we went and looked at a building. If I'm not mistaken, that building was like $500,000, somewhere along that line. Now, let me show you this, Money. My credit score, I was told to get it up to 620, right? And this lady's supposed to have been working with me. I was going to get a hard money loan for $200,000. I can still do it. Because the person that's working with me does that, and he's a billionaire, so he know where the money is. Just getting the credit score there. Uncle credit score, if Uncle credit score is around 700 or more, I can actually use his stuff.
Exactly.
Watch this, Money. I can use his stuff to get whatever we need. And I'm talking about the money. Now, what I'm doing as an LLC, watch this. I will move away because I'm already doing the business. I'll go right into broker mode to get us the money we need. But I would have to use your stuff. This is what we was talking about the other day when I said that 5.4 million. I had some lenders with me. They got all his paperwork. We had to get that money. Once we got the money, the check, now you take it to the city, right? To let them know that we're going to work on these 30 units. This person I'm talking about, credit score was 543. They told me to sit still while they build up his credit score, right? So that's when I started the couch conversation because I had to sit still. But not only that, thank you. Only that behind my back, he went to the manager of the lending company, tried to get them to work with him to get a VA home and told them, don't tell me.
See, that's what I'm saying, that punk stuff, man. No, OG, we ain't doing no punk stuff, man.
No.
We ain't doing no punk stuff.
And Money, you was on.
We gonna be real about what you talking about. I don't like that punk ass shit.
Hold up. And Money, I'm not trying to go all the way. But I think you was on here when that business person said he was the one to help him put the shit together. I'm like, I'm like, y'all motherfucker. You see how people start telling on themselves? I'm like, Money. I'm like, I gotta move away. I said, I ain't messing with him no more. I ain't messing with him. I'm not messing. I'm like, I thought I was traveling some good roads. I said, I ain't messing with him.
But I'm saying though, I'm on some real shit, man. Nigga gonna be true blue. He gonna be true blue with me. I'm gonna be true blue with him. I will help. I would do. Right. I get out in the streets and get the trenches. I'm gonna do my part.
Oh, Tashawn said that Bama shit. That's why not being smart.
Shit, just like you just said, Bama ass.
like, look, Money, not being smart. I feel you out, right? And I'm gonna say this because, and I know Tashawn know too. I know a lot of people that do great work. They do awesome work.
Right.
But my thing with that, right? Watch what I say. They do great work, and I gotta respect where they at. But my biggest fear, my picture might be on America Greed. And I'm trying to figure out why. You getting money? I'll be like, because if you into that and I spot you for who you is, it's like, bye. Bye. I don't want to be on America Greed, wonder how the heck I get here. I ain't do nothing. Well, you guilty by association, so what?
But for real, OG, if you gotta focus, we can be on America the greed. You know why? Because we doing it the right way.
Right. That's all.
You can be on that shit. What do you call that magazine? Ford.
Yeah, Ford. Yeah, Ford 500.
Exactly. It'd be one of the top companies. Come on, man.
Hey, Tashawn, wait. Let me tell Tashawn something. Tashawn. Now, Tashawn, you know what what's his name? What Steve and wait a minute. Cause he called me to tell me Happy New Year's. I ain't even answer his phone. What they was trying to do down at the building, right? Undermine my business. Mr. God dang it, that's a damn shame.
Sorry, OG.
But I want Tashawn to know, right? He called me and I answered the phone. He said, Happy New Year's. I hung right up on his ass. I ain't fucking with you. This 2026. Harry Me. I'm saying your name. Harry Me gonna call me after this man told me to put together a corporation, right? And I'm bringing people together. Next thing I know, this sucker down in the building with some other people trying to undermine my business. And I let them go. He gonna call me and tell me Happy New Year's. I said, I hung right up on his ass and he kept calling back, right? You better delete my damn number.
That's a damn shame.
This man had my back. He had my back.
Damn shame.
And then turned his back.
We mess with them people, OG. We mess with them people. We gonna get some real people that really want to do this and together and let you be the leader of this crew and do what we need to do for the people. We need to do for the peoples. Period.
I try and Money and Candy know too. I try to keep it so plain and simple. My thing is temporary housing for our homeless and less fortunate people until we can get them into something permanent. Exactly. Temporary. That's all. And our goal is to teach them, train them how to, because we don't prayerfully, they won't fall back into that same category again of like becoming homeless and helpless.
Oh, we hope they won't.
Right, there you go. So that's why you got to educate them. You know, you got to break that cycle because some people don't know how to manage money. Some people don't know how to like budget. All of that is what my program is designed to help. Now, I can only do the housing portion, so I need the professionals. Like if you are somebody that knows how to, what is they call, teach people financially. And if you say I'm willing to come and have classes for them, no, you volunteering your services.
Right.
No, I was reading what Tashawn said. Tashawn, I can't. No, my business is my business, Tashawn. You already know that. But we provide the professional services to help them. And that's what I was trying to tell what's your name the other day. He was so busy focusing on, well, how much you gonna make out of that? How much you gonna do? I'm like, what? I understand, look, it's business, but I understand, but that's not the main purpose. My goal is when we start rehabbing and revitalizing houses. That's where the money gonna come. All of that money is in my business plan.
Okay.
All of that.
Okay, OG. You got it.
The calculation and everything. Because when I got my EIN number, right? Number one, Now I say certain things, right? Because nobody really helped me with nothing. So I had to go through LegalZoom. But it already told me how to prepare my business proposal and everything. Then I had to send it towards the state and the government to get approved for the EIN. So this is the work that I'm telling them that I'm doing back into the community to help the community grow. Exactly. So this person come up, it's like, I haven't seen this, I haven't seen that. And my thing is, sucker, let me watch it. My thing is, you've been with me all these years. You and I went to get a building and everything to help the foster care children. Now you don't know what I do.
Now you don't know what the hell you doing.
Make me think you've been drinking something stronger than this daggone coffee I'm drinking with caffeine and Diet Pepsi. But look, that's what was disappointing me, right? Because I'm like, wait a minute, we went and looked at a building that had everything in it. Daycare center, everything. I'm talking about the building, Tashawn, that me and Claudia and Chef looked at. That Miss Tootie had. I had to think of her name. We was trying to take over that building and continue doing the same work that she was doing, working with foster care. And this person act like he ain't remember none of that. Right. I got real disappointed. I got disappointed, fam.
Use my language. Some old BS.
Yeah.
Look, if I get my daughter, I'll be. I'm telling you.
But you know what? I kind of been new anyway. For some reason, not for some reason. I don't mean it in that sense. But when we connected, I do feel like it's something right there. And even with you, Money, it's just us coming together, right? Continue doing what you're doing. And I'm gonna just use Philly, as you said. If that's the area you want to, I'm gonna just say begin everything and plant your feet, do that. Then if you want to move on to somewhere else, do that. Because that's what you do. You just started here. Make sure you get somebody to run it the way you would want it ran. Make sure whoever that's a part of your team believe in your dream.
Right.
Right? Tashawn.
But it's gonna happen though.
It is. It is,
though, bro.
It is. I feel like it is. Yep. Come on.
Because you're gonna put a team together. You're gonna put a team together that you could say, this is my real team. This ain't no fake. I done dealt with the fake. Now I got some real niggas that want it. Let me rephrase that.
Now, long as they ain't send a restriction, but go ahead,
No, I got some real kings and queens that really got my back, and we gonna do this. I'm looking at them flowers. I've been wanting to tell you, them the prettiest flowers in the background.
You know what?
Because I love the plant.
I be doing puzzles, right? Like at night, because of because of the pew, 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 pew. So a lot of times I'm talking about on him. So look, I did that puzzle because I'll send it back over to my FYP to encourage and motivate people. So that's what I do with that now. I ran across this. I said, "Oh, I'm gonna do that for the background."
Right on.
Now on my huh?
Whoa. Did you take a breath yet?
A breath?
A breath.
No, this passion for me. No.
I know it's passion. Namaste.
Woo! Did you take a breath?
Didn't take a breath yet. I've been trying to tell you Happy New Year for 2 days.
I said Happy New Year's. You didn't hear me? You know what? You must be over 21.
You know I am. I was reflecting on something that you had said a couple of days ago. Okay, a lot of people. Okay. Let me just start off with this. I'm a practicing Buddhist. Okay.
Respect.
Okay.
Respect.
All right, and so
Respect.
when you see our religious leaders, okay, even when they were walking from Selma to Washington, a lot of people forgot about that walk because they don't talk about it. Remember that long walk?
Oh, come on now. Come on,
Okay.
preach, teach.
You didn't have, they were met with hate, they were met with resistance, but a lot of people met them with love. And they joined into the walk. So when the Buddhist monks come out of their temple and they're making this walk for peace, okay, and they're not asking for anything, they're handing out bracelets if you want to give them water, and everything else like that. One thing about they're showing the greatest part of humanity and human nature, because think about what they're doing. They're putting their feet in the earth, so that we can heal. What happened in Atlanta just now was just absolutely ridiculous.
What happened? Come on.
Oh my God, they were met with so much. Okay, they're not to the point where the monks got upset. They're being followed. They're being ostracized. They're being met with hate. But you're talking about people. Some of the monks are not even wearing shoes.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Don't even make no sense. Who are you out to these people?
All right. And so again, it's when you meet a person that has taken not only a vow of celibacy, but a vow of working with just being in spiritual and humanity. Okay, that is saying in this country right now, they're not doing this in Thailand, they're not doing this in Japan, they're not doing this in China, but they have done this in China. They have. Remember the Buddhist monk that lit himself on fire in front of a tank in protest? Oh yes, they have done these.
Remember that too.
Sacrificial things. And so what they're asking is let them do the journey that they are coming to do, because they're taking a message of peace to the corruptors in hopes that people can that the corruptors can hear them. It is as if they're being sent as a messenger to say, like Gabriel was sent as a message. Listen, we walking here, bruh. You taking us back. They not taking no plane. The Dalai Lama ain't showing up. Okay? Okay? And instead of other religious leaders showing in solidarity their faith and telling the people, wow, look at what they're doing.
Yeah, to the people.
We should do that. Yes, we've protested. Yes, we have done all of these things. But now, when you have the most peaceful religion that I find. That comes that's saying there's turmoil in this land.
The monks. And I respect they gangster.
And they coming and they're saying, we're not asking for nothing. Okay? If you want to just be nice, be kind, show the greatest kindness. And when we talk to you, you just show up then. We're not asking your content creators to run behind us and all of this, political stuff that they got going on. What they're doing, it has nothing to do with political, but everything to do with spiritual.
Right.
Amen.
I would love to see other religious leaders to have joined them in solidarity to show up in that way. Because guess what? We're not just in a human warfare. We are in a spiritual warfare.
Spiritual warfare. Amen.
Okay?
Amen, Queen.
And if we and the reality is that We're not fighting just amongst ourselves. We're fighting the negative aspect of spirit of the worst part of our humanity that is coming out and is bleeding out of these people's souls. So if you're a peaceful person, a person that got hate around them is going to yell at you. They're going to scream at you. They're going to holler at you because you feel different to them because you got peace. It's like you are a representation of God. You're a representation of God.
Amen. Okay.
And that's what we're fighting. And I know that it sounds crazy because all of 2025, you got since this fool got in office, okay? We already dealt with racial stripes and stuff like that, even with Obama, being in office and everything else like that, okay? But since this man has gotten in office, he has allowed them to peel back the worst part of themselves that was kept in check.
Let me say this, String. When you came up, and last time you came up, and we was up here talking, and
Yeah.
man, she came in. Woo! And it took me back to that when you started talking. It just took me back to that day, and then knowing what you study and everything, right? It was like the spirit came in. She did it again. She did it again.
But that's what we're supposed to be.
Right now look.
Exactly. I'm with her on that.
I'm glad.
See, we done got away from the spirit of God. We think it's that religion, that religion, that religion, that religion. My God is a God of spirit.
If you take the time and look at wait a minute. If you take the time and look at the three videos that I sent over to my page, I'm saying everything you said. Because it's not, I know my journey is spiritual. And I know we fighting against good and evil. And I was saying that in those videos. But I am going to, now, I need you to finish this because I know the guy Ern is from DC, Unc. His name is Ern. I can't get his last name, but he's a reporter and I follow him. But he was talking about something about what Austrian just said. But he was talking about how some of them had kind of hurt their feet or their leg or something. I don't know what really happened, but
one guy in Texas got hit by a car, one of the monks, and his leg got amputated.
Wow.
And they asked him, this reminds me of my mom so much. Was he angry? He says no.
Wow.
Because when you live a purpose-driven life, anger will keep you stuck, and he's not going to be stuck. So he says, I can't finish the journey this way, but I am with my brethren all the way, okay? And so as they are asking, and they are respectfully asking, that, let us make our walk. So if you're asking, now think about this. Think long and hard. When your pastor says to you, and he delivers a strong message, okay, to the congregation, and he says, I will take this walk. You have to trust me because I have a message, okay? Some people will receive the message and some people won't. But if you trust, okay, that they have a message to give, you have to trust that what their message is going to be. So again, a lot of people don't recognize. I mean, we do have a lot of corruption because we're human,
right?
Right. But when God puts a word or a spirit out there, and it breathes like wind, okay? The monks is giving people the opportunity to settle whatever turmoils in their spirit so that they can get back to source. When you meet a person, and it doesn't matter what religion they are or anything like that, but when you meet a person that is so grounded and so peaceful and so prolific, okay, you know without a doubt, okay, that person, that God sent that person to you, okay, or they come, you feel a sense of grace and the graciousness within that person. Everybody has met somebody, whether it's a grandmother, an auntie, a child, or even a best friend, or everybody's met somebody like that. So what the monks are doing as they're making these journeys through these red states, I want you to understand, they're making journeys through red states.
Oh, baby.
They came through, let me tell you something. They came through Alabama. They met Martin Luther King's son. They didn't have, you think Alabama would have acted a fool with them?
Yeah.
Did not.
Yeah.
They have walked through Louisiana.
Yeah.
You think Louisiana would act a fool with them? You know what state acted a goddamn fool with them?
What?
It wasn't Decatur.
What it was?
Atlanta.
Oh, Lord, Atlanta. You know why they act the fool?
Okay?
That's ain't off the chain right there. Let me let you know.
String. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, how are you? I'm good. How you doing? Okay. This is my first time meeting you. So you was talking about the monks?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, I met a monk in Houston, Texas. I promise you. And he would do readings with 2 decks of cards. Okay? And when you walked in, he talked. He told me he talked. The man looked like he was 35 years old, but he was 80. He had a glow about himself. When you walked into his temple, okay?
What are you doing back? Wait a minute. What are you doing behind there? It's a lot of noise coming from you, Austrian. Is you cooking too?
No, my TV's down low. No, but I promise, Brother Chin, okay? Famous, seriously. He looked like he was 35 years old. The man was 80. Wow. People all over the world, I kid you not, will come see Brother Chin, okay? And they would get readings from him. And everything he would tell you, if you wrote on your hand, you're not supposed to wash it for a couple of days. You know, anything he would tell you, anything you knew he was the real deal because, see, I forgot to pay him. Okay? He said, oh, give me the money. He said, hold up, give me the money. I believe his worker was a female, and she would tell people, don't give him cigarettes because he likes to smoke, and he wasn't supposed to drive.
You see what I mean? That's a real gangster.
And then see our string that I'm listening to the gifts, right? And mainly with the monks, and I'm looking at their spirituality, right? Because when I seen them walking, it was just amazing to me when I seen them walking, right? Anyway, but I didn't understand thanks, money. I didn't understand the whole purpose of why they was doing it. So that's why I'm glad you sharing it, Austrian, because it's really hitting. Come on.
So what it was this, okay? All right. So typically for anybody, I'm taking this back to the time where Martin Luther King and them had to walk. Remember, they walked to Washington.
Right.
Okay? Y'all remember that, right? Part of history. And it was a lot of pastors, different faiths, and they walked to Washington. The walk on Washington. So, okay. So when the monks came, the monks in a way was let me just say they were commanded to come out of their protectiveness okay, of the temple to make this walk because the world is in turmoil.
There you go.
And so when the world is in turmoil, then peace cannot be found. That means that people are in turmoil. That means people are suffering. Right. So when you're suffering, you can't hear, you can't see. All you can do is feel.
Right.
And you can't place these feelings. Okay? So one of the things that the monks are doing is coming out of their protectiveness and going in there, and they're making this walk. Okay?
Wow.
And they're making this walk not because they just feel like it, because it's a long ass walk.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they working their way to DC.
That's right. Because
they coming. And I think, and when I see them, I'm going to show all the respect to them when I see them.
You bow to them. You bow to them.
Yeah.
Okay, just like in Africa, if you were around the Ethiopian priest, you wouldn't reach your hand out. You will bow first,
right? As
a form of respect.
Okay, form of respect. Yes.
As a form of respect. Okay, and so when they give you the bracelets and stuff, those are spiritual bracelets. Just as a way of reminding you of being a part of something. And what they're doing, okay, is letting people know that if we were commanded to come out here to walk in some of the worst places.
In some of the worst places, yes, ma'am.
Okay? To make this walk to Washington, they're walking for purpose. Now, what I'm waiting for is I'm waiting for other spiritual leaders to come and meet them in Washington, because they have to have this conversation. Because what we have going on is a man, okay, in a tyrannical government that wants to create conflict with everyone.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And what's going on is other countries are saying, we don't want that.
Exactly.
We're not there.
We ain't part of that, right?
We're not part of that. Because look at what they're doing to Venezuela. And notice Venezuela has not struck back. They have not struck back.
Lord Jesus. Lord.
Okay? But what they're going to do is that they're going to isolate us.
Oh, yeah, we're not going to be close to them as much as we think we are.
No, we're not. Okay? But the monks are saying, we have a message. Now, is he willing to hear it? Oh, yes, he's going to want that photo op. But what needs to happen is every pastor, whether, I don't care what church sign, Tyler, whatever you from, need to meet those monks in Washington.
Exactly.
Can I,
okay?
Astrid, let me say this right now. Everything you saying, I'm glad, right, that you're saying that, because there's some Republicans in Baltimore City that I need them to hear this. And by you doing that, I'm on my Facebook page and I'm on my 2 of my pages. I need you to share that, because number one, these people praise him so freaking much and it pisses me off. I'm not going to say the name, but I could have swore I blocked this person, right? That's a Republican that wanted to run for the president. I'm trying to think of his position that he was trying to run for in Baltimore City, but I thought I blocked him, and I was wondering why his stuff was showing back up on my page. So now I need you to say what you say, and the reason why I'm saying that, because this is for y'all Republican people, I almost called y'all suckers, in Baltimore City, that give him praise like you doing. We already know what this man is doing. I'm not going to call your names. But I'm glad she's saying what she's saying, because I'm disappointed in a lot of y'all, mainly the black ones, that give this man the highest praise. And Astro, I apologize for that, but I need y'all to hear this over here.
Well,
Come on, Queen.
The thing is that it's. Go ahead, Money. I'm sorry.
Now I'm on a. So I'm trying to, hold my composure. Along with my language, because I know
Thank you.
how my soul is and where my soul is, and how I feel about the people, humanity, and everything of God. But when you are surrounded by people who say one thing, but really their soul was with somewhere else. You understand what I'm saying? And I feel like there's levels to this. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I feel like and this is the saying I always say. If it ain't of God, I ain't with it. So you can just count me out. If I feel anything shaky in between, you being a chameleon, you change, you changing this from that because you're around this people or that group of people, or you got some people that just like to talk just because they got a mouth. You understand what I'm saying? I've ran across those people too. So I need for people to speak from your soul. Like they always say, you go by faith. You understand what I'm saying? And not by your sight. Because you just go by what you see. You understand what I'm saying? And not humanity. You understand what I'm saying? That's why everything is misconstrued in this country.